Alright guys, GF7 here and welcome to La Liga new boys, #1. It's a different one. We're going to try the championship. There's not a lot of teams doing the championship, so the Newcastle one could be a one and only special. But here we have the Sevilla squad. Sevilla squad for Premier League, for La Liga new boys, #1. And then guys, let's get into the players. Of course we have Beto. I believe Beto was at Porto. I can't remember when he transferred, but Beto has got a Sevilla card. And he is a decent keeper overall, really. He's not too great on FIFA, he's not too bad, but he's probably a player that will be average for you in game. Then we have Mariano, he's not a transfer. Carrizo, I don't believe is a transfer either. And then we have Rami, Tremolina, so not really any defensive goalie really to transfer, but then we get into the exciting parts. Then we have Ganso, a 48 pace cam, who signed for 8 million from Sao Paulo. The guy is 26 years old. I don't know why they spend that much money on him, really, unless he's done exceptional in Sao Paulo. But you don't know. 81 dribbling, 82 passing. He's a decent all-round player. We'll see how he plays. Because obviously, as they're in the Liga do Brazil, you don't really know how good they are, and you can't really tell. But we'll see. Then we have Crane Vitter. Crane Vitter is a silver 74 rated CDM card on here, who did join Sevilla. He's on a loan actually, and they're paying 1.7 million for that loan. He looks decent all-round card, and at the age of 23, he could become a good prospect in the future. But he has only got 2-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves. 69 pace, 60 passing. He looks a decent card. Probably be one of them holding midfielders. Then again, holding fielders all seem to be quite good as long as they're big and bulky. Then we have Kiyotake. Kiyotake has transferred from Hanover, because Hanover obviously got relegated, for 5.53 million. He's 26 years old. He seems to do well in the Bundesliga, and I suspect him to do the Liga as well, because La Liga is not up to that good of a standard. La Liga, he's got 72 pace, 80 dribble, 82 fast, and you'd expect him to do well on this game. I think he's got an inform for Hanover, and he does play well on the game, Kiyotake. Then we have Joaquin Correa. Joaquin Correa is a silver player who has came from Sampdoria with a 78 pace, 76 dribble, 71 passing. He's got 4-star skill with 3-star weak foot. He looks decent. He's only 21 years of age, in fact, and he's 6'2", so he looks like he can be a very promising player in the future. As much as Paul Pogba, probably not, but he does look like he can be a good player. Then next we have Ben Yedder, one of their biggest transfers. He wasn't that much really, 7.65 million for the 25-year-old. Ben Yedder looks like he can become one of the best strikers in Europe in the future, but you gotta see. And he's got 4-star game and 5-star weeks, but he's basically a cheap Lacazette in my opinion. But he's just as good as him, really. 82 pace, 83 dribbling, 78 shooting. He's got decent stats, and he's a decent player and get your chip through balls to him if you want to play that style. Then we have Franco Vasquez, their biggest sign of the summer, or the most expensive signing, for 12.75 million. Not sure why they paid so much considering he's 27 years old. He's a not really established player. He's from Palermo, and he looks decent. He's a non-rare. Doesn't look anything too special, but we'll see. And so guys, as a team, we've gone for a different formation because to fit all the new transfers in, you are to play this formation, and that is what we're going to do. Anyway guys, let's get into the match.
Of course we are playing Hunty98. He's got a channel, I'll leave his link down below in the description. And you can see he's got the likes of Pink Aubameyang, Pink Royce. It's a very, very good squad. Anyway guys, let's see what we can do. Let's get into it. one shot. We do feel like we played better than what we have done in 2-0 defeat. He scored 2 late goals in the first half. Hunty98 will be the more happy. 3 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. He played decent in the first half, and I think we should be able to do better in the second. Anyway, let's get into the second half. So guys, we did unfortunately lose 3-2 to Hunty, but he is a player who has won the Division 1 title. He's won it, I think he won his best is 4 times in a row, which is very good overall. Anyway guys, let's get into the review section, and let's see how we did. So Beto, he was decent goalkeeper, he wasn't too bad, he wasn't brilliant, he was decent. He done some good saves, he done some good stops, but he's just an average goalkeeper on FIFA, not much else to say. And apart from that, there's no one else in the defence who I can talk about. Kiyotake, he was a decent player, of course, 6.3, he wasn't brilliant. He was a decent player, I didn't see too much of him, and I'd probably give him a 6 out of 10, like if he did. Cranfitter, he seemed like a Sergio Busquets type of player. He did seem very, very strong, very good. He seemed to know what he's doing, and he seemed to be able to destroy the defence, destroy their attack, and stop them from attacking the defence. And so I'd give him a 7 or an 8 out of 10. I'd go for an 8. 8 out of 10 for Cranfitter. He's a decent player, and I would suggest buying him. Gonzo, however, he was a different player, of course. He was a decent player. There wasn't too much to him. He's a bit like Kiyotake. He has it in him, but maybe that central midfield role was just one at the suitable position, and I'd give him a 6 out of 10 again. Korea, however, he's a silver player. You don't know much about him. I don't know much about him. Some of you might, but I don't. And he was a good all-round player. He's a great playmaker. He reminded me of a player like Mesut Ozil or someone, because he's tall and he's got that perfect passing and he's got that dribbling, and he's just a good cam. And I'd give him an 8 out of 10. Vasquez, I didn't see too much of him. He's a slower player than Ben Yedder. He wasn't as good as Ben Yedder, and I just didn't think much of him. I didn't think that he could create enough. I didn't think that he could make enough, and so I'd go for a 5 out of 10 for him, my lowest on this team. And lastly we have Ben Yedder. I'd give him a 9 out of 10. I'm just going to say straight up a 9 out of 10 for Ben Yedder. He was a very, very good player. I always loved Ben Yedder because he's strong, he's decently tall, he's quick, he's got a great shot, and he's very good at dribbling. He's just an all-rounder striker who I'd love to play with. And anyway guys, that is the team. That is a team I'd say play with the likes of Gonzo and Kiyotake if you're going to play them cam. Korea definitely, Ben Yedder definitely. The rest of them, like Ramin Carrizo, there wasn't too much to him. Treminius obviously is a decent player, he got 5.5 on this, but that's probably because of Hunty's wingers down the wings. But yeah, anyway guys, that has been the team. If you did enjoy, please leave a like rating. If you'd like to see another episode of the Liga BVA new boys, please subscribe, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.